George, this game must hold good memories for you with the goal you scored last year.
Yeah, that was a great game, great occasion. I remember it was a really good atmosphere and got my first goal. So yeah, for me personally, it was a great game last year. But I think all round it was an exciting game. Obviously, they're a massive club, brought a lot of fans, and I think it was a sellout. I can't remember, but it was a great occasion. So yeah, we're looking forward to it.
Yeah, it seemed to be a bit of a welcome to League One moment under the floodlights at the Abbey, a game early in last season, and really underlined what it was all about for this club to be in League One.
Yeah, it was huge. Was that Sheffield Wednesday's first? They just came down, I think they did. Yeah, they're a huge club, so for them to come to the Abbey was massive and gave us a taste of some of the huge, massive teams in this league. I think we held our own.
And that goal you scored for Cambridge United, I think, have you scored basically the same goal twice? Have you got the two, and it was Sheffield Wednesday and then Millwall away in the cup? Very similar goals.
Yeah, we do a lot of work on set pieces, and Barry noticed that I'm quite good at getting across the front post, so he put me there a couple of times, and it worked out well.
And there have been a few occasions, I think, where you've gone close from that move as well, or it's caused a bit of chaos.
Yeah, it's I think as well at corners, because I'm not the tallest, I usually get the shortest marker or the weakest marker, so to speak. So I usually back myself to gain a yard on him, and that near post run, I really like it. And yeah, like I said, there was a couple of occasions where it didn't quite go in, but yeah, we keep going.
And since you've been with the U's, you've been a virtual ever present, but the past week a little bit tougher because you've had to move on to the left. How's that been for you?
Yeah, I played a lot of left back in my career, so I didn't mind it. I'll play wherever I'm asked to play. Ipswich was a bit different. We didn't really see much of the ball, and we defended for 90 minutes. So it wasn't really a true reflection of playing left back. It was more of a back six at times. So I think Brophy might have played left back a bit more than me that game. And then obviously Bristol Rovers away. It was a bit more. We had a lot more of the ball and got to experience left back a lot more. So yeah, I'm happy to play there. I'll play wherever I'm asked to play.
What's it like having Jibril as your understudy, if you like, at right back? Do you spend a bit of time on the training ground with him?
Yeah, he's very comfortable at the position. He's played a lot there in for this team and for Tottenham as well. So he's a natural at right back. So he's very comfortable there.
And probably over the past couple of weeks, it's been amazing, really. I know you weren't here for the promotion season, but 2 years really of solid success for the U's, one or two blips along the way, but the past couple of weeks is as tough as any, really. Having all of that momentum though in the bank, does that make a bit of a difference when you've got all of that in your back pocket and you've had such a sustained period of things going well?
Yeah, look, I think it's clear to see that the past couple of weeks we haven't got the results we wanted, but we started the season really well, which has led to us being in an okay position. And I know it's frustrating because we're frustrated as players as well. We feel like we could have got more points from some of these games, but it's just for one reason or another we haven't been clinical enough in their box and haven't defended our box well enough. So yeah, like you said, there's a lot of momentum behind this club, and I think we took that into the start of the season, had some great results, and we're just in a little bit of a blip at the minute, but we're all working hard to put that right. We'll be out training today and going over things for Saturday, so we're just all working hard to start getting results again.
Yeah, and of course, it's easier said than done to keep the confidence right up there when you've lost a couple of games, but presumably the overall feel around the club really helps that, in that you're a positive bunch, a confident bunch. It's been a great place to be, and that helps carry you through.
Yeah, 100%. I've been at clubs where a couple of bad results and things, everything seems awful and the atmosphere is bad, but here the atmosphere is good. We're all aware of the situation, but we're all working really hard, and I think that stems from the manager. He doesn't over exaggerate a couple of bad results, saying it's all doom and gloom. And on the flip side, when we win a few, it's not, we're getting promoted. So it's about staying grounded, and the results will come.
Yeah, and it's having that sense of perspective as well, in that you want to win every game, you want to contest every game really well, but equally League One, in the past run of matches, you've had Ipswich, you've had Derby, you've had Barnsley as well. You don't want to be, in a way, using that as an excuse, but equally keeping it in perspective is all quite important.
Yeah, definitely. League One's a very tough division, and it just feels like each year it's getting stronger and stronger with some big clubs from the Championship coming down. But I think we've proved to ourselves that we can hold our own against anyone. So when we do play these big teams, it's less of a free hit, so to speak, and we want to try and get results. So yeah, it's a strong league, and we're going to be as competitive as possible.
Yeah, and having had quite a lot of experience of League One football, do you think this season, particularly with some of the teams right at the top there, it's as challenging as it's ever been?
I think it is. I think last season I thought it was the strongest I've seen, and then this season it's probably gone on top of it. There's some massive clubs that, you know, in the not too distant memory were in the Premier League. So yeah, it's great to be part of, and I think we're holding our own against the best of them.
Yeah, and I suppose one of the big differences as well over recent seasons, we've seen big, well-supported clubs down in League One, but particularly this time around, the spending power of some of those sides at the top. You look at some of the players they're bringing in, and it's big.
Oh, it's massive, and especially with these extra subs that you're allowed as well. I think it really benefits the top teams with the massive budgets, because they can bring on, you know, 3 or 4 or 5 players that would start at most other League One clubs. So it's a challenge. It's a new challenge, and you know, I think our squad's bigger and better this year as well. So yeah, it's one we're happy to take on.
Cool, that's great from me.
Cheers.
Hi George, just on Sheffield Wednesday, do you think this is about as tough a game as you're going to face this season?
Yeah, it'll definitely be up there. You know, like we've said before, we've had some really tough games already with the likes of Derby, Ipswich and Barnsley. But Sheffield Wednesday, yeah, they're a top team. So again, it will be another test for us. And we're looking forward to it.
And with that heavy defeat that you suffered to them at the back end of last season, do you use that heading into this game, or do you just try to put it to the back of your minds?
No, that's not been thought about or spoken about, because, you know, it was a bad day at the office that you can't draw much from that. There's 2 different teams now, and yeah, we're just going to meet it head on and try and give the best performance we can.
And just on the fact that you've been playing at left back over the last couple of games, when did you play at left back earlier in your career?
I played at Barnsley. I played a lot there, probably about 20 games there, and then at MK Dons I played quite a lot there as well. So I'm fairly comfortable there.
Cool, thank you.